The way we do it. Okay. Do you want to do it A A B B A B? So it's just this part, right? Okay. I just want to make sure you don't venture down there. I did. I did. I grew up with that. You were an adult. Okay. Okay. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats and please give your attention to a member of this afternoon's graduating class.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Craig Gore, a graduate of the Associates in Arts program and a proud member of the Horry-Georgetown Technical College class of 2021. It is my honor to welcome you here to celebrate with us this afternoon. As we begin, I ask on behalf of my classmates that everyone helps make this a memorable and enjoyable event by silencing cell phones and other noisy devices. This is a very important evening for the more than 500 graduates, their families, and friends. The class of 2021 wants every classmate's name to be easily heard and this graduation experience to be honored. Thank you so much for your support and consideration throughout this event. And now, I ask you to please stand to honor the commencement processional.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm proud to be here as president of Horry-Georgetown Technical College. Welcome to our graduates, our families and friends, and to our dignitaries. To the 55th confirmation and annual commencement ceremony for Horry-Georgetown Technical College. I would ask that you please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Myrtle Beach Fire Department Honor Guard, with the national anthem being sung by Professor Jeannie Bennett of our Human Services program, followed by the invocation by Vice President Greg Mitchell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
May we pray. Lord, we come before you today to say thank you for all these graduates that persevered through a time we've never seen before. We thank you for keeping us all safe. We thank you that our community will be better served because of their accomplishment. And now, we ask that you would bless this event, bless this occasion. In his name we pray, amen.
Please be seated. So, dear graduates, this is a message particularly for you. I'm so excited that after 15 months that we are able to be here together. Excited that we are celebrating your phenomenal success. and I'm pleased to be able to join your family and friends on this special occasion as the HGTC community honors you. You deserve recognition for so many reasons: for your hard work, for your dedication to your goals, and perhaps most of all, for your resilience in the face of challenges, especially over this previous year. The word resilient means to be able to withstand or to recover quickly from difficult conditions. You graduates are resilient. You have demonstrated confidence, courage, and commitment. We're excited to be here today to celebrate all that you've achieved. Graduating from college is bearing many sacrifices, and I sure hope that you are proud of yourselves. I know that your family and friends and our dignitaries and our faculty and staff are so very proud of you. Your journey to this point may have been daunting as you coped with rigorous course loads, dealt with personal and financial challenges that sometimes put your graduation in doubt. Through it all, you remain faithful, a symbol of your determination and the value that you've placed on your HGTC education. Your class is a class of achievers. You've endured more than most, and yet you're here on this, your commencement day. We applaud you, the class of 2021. This is a message to our audience. Parents, families, and friends, this success that we celebrate would not be possible without you. Your encouragement, your support, your willingness to lend a hand gave these graduates the extra push they needed to make it here this afternoon. And let me tell you about the numbers. We have over 6,000 headcount students just in one semester. We've had 1,300 students that are going to receive degrees this semester, and we have 525 students marching today to receive their degree. Of the 500 plus students, we're pleased to say that 55 of those students are of the 13th class of the Horry County Early College. I dare say unabashedly, I think it's the best early college in the United States. 500 students have graduated from 70 programs, and you've chosen to march today. Always remember that you've been able to overcome this year, and we applaud you for your persistence. Let me tell you a little bit more about the makeup of this graduating class. We have both young scholars and non-traditional students who chose to pursue new careers in their life. The youngest graduate is 17, and the oldest graduate is 76. You've come as far away as the states of Washington and Texas, and countries as far away as Japan and Uzbekistan. But most notably, many of you are the first person in your family to graduate from college. Supporting you during your educational journey has been an honor. We also have another group we would like to honor. We have 35 military veterans graduating this afternoon. Thank you for your service to our country. And we want to thank you for choosing Horry-Georgetown Tech for this chapter in your life. At this time, I'd like to ask all graduating military veterans, as well as all military veterans in the audience, to please stand so we may recognize you for the service to our country. At this time, I'd like to introduce the platform attendees. These attendees, these persons on our platform, provide a very strong foundation for our college. The members of our college's governing board and other special guests are with me on the platform. Please allow me to introduce them, and I ask that they stand as I call their names, and let's hold our applause until all have been introduced. Mr. Tommy Branyon is chairman of our board. Dr. Robert Farrar, Mr. Brent Broom, Mr. Robert Hucks, Mr. Melvin Nobles. Also with us, we have the privilege of having Dr. Tim Hardy, president of the South Carolina Technical College System, and Mr. Tim Tilley, who serves as the vice chairman of our foundation. We're honored to have some distinguished guests that we'll introduce later, including Dr. David DeZenzo and Dr. Fred Carter. We're pleased and honored to have as well our Governor McMaster with us. Please join me in welcoming them. Behind the scenes many times is the college's leadership team, and I would like to introduce them to you at this time. They are what they call the President's Cabinet, and I would ask that each of them stand as I call their name. Dr. Jennifer Wilbanks is your Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Harold Hawley is Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Melissa Batten is your Vice President for Student Affairs. Jackie Snyder, Vice President for Human Resources. Greg Mitchell, our Vice President for Continuing Education. John Dove, all things IT, Vice President for Technology Solutions. Lori Hefner is Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness. And in our audience to conduct the ceremony is Lori Roper, Director of Marketing, and Nicole Hyman, Director of Public Relations. Let's give them a round of applause. Before we present some special awards, we think that it's fitting to join in moments of silence, remembering those affected by the pandemic and in appreciation for those medical professionals and all frontline personnel. Will you please bow in silence with me for a few seconds? Thank you. Now is the time to present some very special awards. Tried to circulate amongst the students to tell you that this is all about you. We have some people we want to honor because they have given so much to you and to our communities. These individuals have gone above and beyond the call of service to this college. The first award is going to go to an outstanding student, and this award is called the Service and Leadership Award, and it's being presented to an exceptional student. I would ask Dr. Melissa Batten to join me for the presentation. We present this award to a graduating student who best exemplifies the values of our college. Recipients of this award make significant contributions and demonstrate the values of responsible citizenship. The 2021 recipient of the Service and Leadership Award became an exceptional member of Phi Theta Kappa the moment that she was inducted. She's being honored for playing a role in two very important activities in the lives of students. One is focusing on the mental health needs of students during the pandemic. In addition, she participated in concentrating on the food needs for our students by revitalizing the food pantries on all 3 of our campuses. Her invaluable efforts led the chapter of Phi Theta Kappa to one of the top in the world. We are actually 3rd in the world in Phi Theta Kappa chapters. Her presence as a team officer turned a challenging year into a positive experience. And most recently, she was selected for the 2021 Phi Theta Kappa All-USA academic team and was honored with as an outstanding student by her professor with a $5,000 scholarship. Please join me in extending an HGTC congratulations to this year's recipient of the 2021 Service and Leadership Award, Ollie Watson. Ollie, please come forward. It's been more than 2 decades ago that we began acknowledging the contributions of the Professor of the Year, and we're continuing that today. We have about 300 professors, 170 of them are full-time, wonderful credentialed professors that here for our students. The Professor of the Year is a full-time professor who demonstrates instructional excellence, contributions to students' growth and development, and contributions to the academic reputation of the college. We are going to honor this person with the college's mace, and this Professor of the Year will serve as the Grand Marshal for next year's commencement ceremony. At this time, I'd like to ask the 2020 recipient, Professor Jeff Ball, to join me along with Dr. Will Banks and our foundation vice chairman, Mr. Tim Tilley, who will present the recipient with a monetary award graciously provided by the college's foundation. I also ask that previous recipients of this award please stand as we announce this year's honoree. Our 2021 Professor of the Year has been described as a mentor, as this professor not only teaches students, no doubt many of you, but also encourages them to persevere when they want to quit. Students continually express how the professor genuinely cares about their success, and he inspires a love for learning because of his unique and positive outlook. The professor is described as relatable, authentic, and genuine. His dedication to quality in teaching has changed hundreds of lives. This professor holds a bachelor's degree in science from Coastal Carolina University in biology and a master's degree in biology from the Citadel. He is originally from Rutherfordton, North Carolina, and he began his career as a high school counselor. Later, he served as South Carolina State Certified Senior Pharmacy Technician for Walgreens and the Waccamaw Community Hospital. He joined us as an adjunct faculty member in 2010, teaching anatomy and physiology, and became full-time in 2014. He's adored by students, faculty, and staff, and he has the greatest admiration from his family. And his mother, her name is Charlotte, says this about her son. She calls him Ton. I said, how am I to pronounce that? Ton, like a ton of bricks. She says, Ton, we're also very proud of your accomplishments, your hard work, your commitment, and your tenacity, along with your ability to make people laugh, continues in all you do within the classroom. What an honor it is to think of the lives that you molded, guided, and enriched by doing what God created in you teach. We love you, Ton. His mother, father, and siblings are all here to celebrate this honor with him. At this time, I would ask you to congratulate with us the 2021 Professor of the Year, Jason Whiteside. Get to the back. So in addition to the faculty at the college, we have so many staff members that are working on behalf of the students. And we also recognize a staff member during this ceremony for their exemplary service. And the recipient is going to receive from the college a monetary gift from the foundation. I would ask Jackie Snyder, our Vice President of Human Resources, to join me for the presentation. And if there are any previous recipients in the audience, to please stand as we announce this year's honoree. Our 2021 Staff of the Year has proven dedication to HGTC with a very strong work ethic. He's been with us for 19 years. He's given extraordinary time and energy to ensure that everything is in perfect order. Colleagues say that this staff member sets the tone for the day and makes students and employees feel welcome. He's selfishly completed his task on campus day to day in this most unusual year. Now, I didn't know that this was his title. We got a new title here. It's called As a Sanitation Engineer at the International Culinary Institute. It's the building in pristine shape, so much so that visitors think it looks brand new because of his thoroughness. He genuinely cares about the college, the appearance, and the cleanliness. This staff member is the epitome of a team player in the workspace, always willing to take on extra tasks to improve the organization. His wife, Susan, who he thinks is getting the award, agrees that no one is more deserving. She said, quote, "Words cannot express how proud I am of him and all that he's accomplished. He always puts his heart and soul into the mission of the college, and I know it shows in the work doing more than required. And as his spouse, I've always admired the way he lives by 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 11 through 12. Thank you for putting God first in everything I do," unquote. His wife is here with us to cheer him on in receiving this worthy award. Please join me in congratulating our 2021 Staff of the Year, Eric Greer. Eric, please come forward. We had to play a little trick on him because we figured he'd come in his custodian clothes, a pair of shorts, flip-flops, tennis shoes, steel-toed boots. So he came tonight dressed up thinking his wife was going to get the award.
She actually should. Yeah. No, thanks, guys.
We're going to give some final awards that are really being presented to you, most notably to recognize these honorees because of their contributions to students. And we're honored that they are here with us this afternoon. They have sacrificed their lives for students. They've been at the helm of making changes that provide for a better education for you. So we are going to honor 3 extraordinary public servants who've been instrumental in your success in higher education and in the technical colleges. Our first distinguished patron recipient, this is the award, Distinguished Patron, is Dr. David DeZenzo, President Emeritus of Coastal Carolina University. And the second is Dr. Fred Carter, President of Francis Marion University. They are being honored for lasting effects on student lives. Believe me, they would prefer to be out there with you, sitting amongst you as students, than on the stage receiving an award. They've been outstanding leaders in South Carolina and across the nation, setting an example for others. We are seen as an example in higher education for the partnership that we have, and they have improved the educational foundation in our communities. Both of them have been instrumental students in providing seamless paths for you to transfer to Coastal Carolina and Francis Marion University. As presidents of these universities, they've afforded hundreds of thousands of dollars to students in the Horry County Early College High School. And particularly, what I want to be noted is during the pandemic, we signed in unison a compact agreement removing all barriers for all students on all of our campuses so that you could have access to computer labs and all resources without any financial charge. Both have worked tirelessly and dedicated their lives to student success. We celebrate them for what they've done for you, for our students. David's wife, Terry, and Fred's wife, Folly, are with us in the audience. I ask Dr. DeZenzo and Dr. Carter to join Chairman Branyan and me at the podium to receive the Distinguished Patron Emeritus medallions. Dr. Fred Carter. And Dr. Dave DeZenzo. Thank you very much. Thank you. For our third distinguished patron recipient, we're honored by his presence on our stage. South Carolina's Governor, the Honorable Henry McMaster. Governor McMaster is the 117th governor of South Carolina, and he was elected to a full term in 2018. Since becoming governor, I bet this has even changed since this has been written. Since becoming the governor, he's announced more than 45,000 new jobs in South Carolina and over $13 billion in capital investment for our state. His career in public service includes serving as chairman of the South Carolina Republican Party and as South Carolina Lieutenant Governor. He was the first U.S. Attorney General appointed by President Ronald Reagan. He received his Bachelor of Arts degree in history in 1969 from the University of South Carolina and his Juris Doctorate law degree in 1973 from the University of South Carolina School of Law, where he served on the South Carolina Law Review. He served in the United States Army Reserves and in the JAG Corps from 1969 to 1975. He's being recognized today for putting actions into words and demonstrating his strong commitment to the technical college system and for his statewide and national advocacy to acquire the resources and support for our academic programs. He's married to Peggy McMaster, and they have 2 children, Henry D. McMaster Jr. and Mary Rogers McMaster. He is the first governor to attend an Horry-Georgetown Technical College commencement. Governor McMaster, would you please come forward? I want to say something special to you. We applaud your magnificent leadership for the positive actions that you've taken, particularly over this past year. You've protected us as citizens. You've looked out for us, and you have set an example for this nation. And today, Governor, you're giving yourself to us and to these students who are the future of South Carolina. Thank you for being here.
Yes, ma'am.
I think we should let him speak, right?
I got something to say, all right. I'm happy to be here. This is distinguished guests, graduates, families, loved ones, visitors. This is like a family. And Dr. Marilyn Foy is a part of that family, as is this great institution. So I have a surprise today that's not on the program. We also at the state, we have a recognition that we give to people from time to time. It's called the Order of the Palmetto. It's not something that can be applied for, bought, or in any way received except upon recommendation by one's peers and others, which recommendations and information is checked, confirmed, evaluated to determine if the recipient is indeed worthy of the highest recognition that our state, over 5 million people, can give, which is presented by the governor. And we have someone in our midst today who has achieved that in flying colors. And I am here today for 2 reasons, and one is to recognize this person who's been in education now for 46 years. You know her as the president of the Horry-Georgetown Technical College. You know her also previously as professor of economics, academic dean, vice president, and so forth. You know her as a lady. You know her as a woman of inspiration, imagination, and determination. You know that she has built partnerships, evident today with Francis Marion University and Coastal Carolina Universities, using our creed of collaborate, communicate, and cooperate, and that way you build strength, which she's done. She's led the implementation of digital classrooms, developed more than 80 programs of study, served on more than 30 accreditation teams across the Southeast, and helped create the Horry County Schools Early College High School model for the nation. She owns a number of degrees, well earned. She's an accomplished leader. She is one of the best South Carolina has to offer. But Dr. Marilyn Ford, please come forward and receive this. Dr. Ford, it reads as follows: State of South Carolina, in grateful recognition of contributions and friendship to the state of South Carolina and her people, I do hereby confer upon Dr. Marilyn Murphy Ford the Order of the Palmetto with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, signed by me, Henry McMaster, your proud, happy governor, on behalf of 5.2 million proud, happy South Carolinians. Ma'am.
I think you've heard enough from me. I really don't know. This came as such a surprise. Thank you, Governor McMaster. Thank you to all of those that have supported me through the work with Horry-Georgetown Tech. I just want the students to know that it is my love for your success and my journey to achieve my degrees that it's all worthwhile for this. Thank you, Governor McMaster.
Thank you. And now briefly, I was asked to bring a message, which I'm delighted to do, to this wonderful place in this wonderful state, best state in the whole world, and delighted to be here to share this day with all of you and those who have, you graduates and those who have gotten you to where you are now. Several years ago, I attended a meeting on a beautiful day at the top floor of what's now the BB&T building in Columbia on the corner of Main and Gervais Street. Christy Todd Whitman was there. She was the speaker, and you may recall that she had served as governor of New Jersey and also as administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency. Before the program began, she and I and others were looking out through the big windows across the carefully manicured Capitol grounds to the beautiful green of the USC Horseshoe and over across the confluence of the Broad and Saluda rivers into the Congaree River. We commented there on the South Carolina's lush natural beauty and the bright prospects for great prosperity. She agreed with us and said, yes, you've got it all. Don't mess it up. Many of us have probably seen the movie Saving Private Ryan. It was based on the true story of Private Fitz Nyland of the 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division in the Allied landing at Normandy during World War II, otherwise known as D-Day, June the 6th, 1944, before most of you were born. The film by Steven Spielberg was so realistic that the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs established a national hotline for veterans to call in to about emotional distress from seeing the movie. In that movie, Captain John H. Miller, played by Tom Hanks, led a group of Army Rangers to find and retrieve Private James Francis Ryan, who was played by Matt Damon, to send him home following the death of his three brothers on D-Day. Despite ferocious encounters with the German troops and casualties, they finally located Private Ryan. But instead of attempting to find their way back to safety behind the lines, duty called, and they joined his small band of desperate paratroopers and made their stand against the oncoming enemy in a town called Ramel, a fictitious French town. As the seconds and the enemy closed in and as annihilation was certain, Army and air reinforcements arrived just in the nick of the time to turn the battle, but not before Captain Miller was mortally wounded. His last raspy, exhausted words to Private Ryan were, "Earn this, earn this." It's a compelling scene, and although it's fiction, such incidents have taken place thousands of times in warfare, particularly as the veterans here today will testify, and countless other times through sacrifices made by men and women, known and unknown to us, celebrated and obscure. But over the centuries, they have built this country. They have built this country and brought us to where we stand today. Some believed and invested in you today, just as others had in them before. No one gets anywhere by themselves. That's why the words "earn this" and "don't mess it up" seem appropriate at this beautiful commencement ceremony, because this is a beginning. Even the most learned, highly trained, and accomplished of all our people will happily confess that the more they experience, learn, and understand, the more they realize how much there is to know and how little they know of it. They would likely tell you that a successful career or careers living in abundance requires lifelong and constant learning and renewal of skills. For example, just when we think we know it all, did you know recently there was an article in the newspapers, scientists in a place called the South Pacific Gyre, a spot in the sea farther from land than any other, so devoid of nutrients and life that it is called the deadliest spot in the ocean. At that spot, geomicrobiologists drilled down 20,000 feet below the surface of the ocean and found a small population of living microbes, which they estimate had been there for 101.5 million years. Within just a few days of getting those microbes back to the lab, the microbes began to divide. They were living after over 100 million years. The microbiologists, all learned people, commented, quote, "Such longevity is unlikely, even mathematically impossible, within the constraints of some models. No theoretical microbiology can explain it, but we found it," end of quote. Did you know that recently astronomers and scientists discovered a new star? They called it, it has a number, a long number to identify it as scientists do, but they named it Icarus. How far away from us is Icarus? You know that light travels 186,000 miles per second. They estimated that the light from Icarus had traveled at that speed, 186 miles a second, for how long? 9 billion years, with a B, 9 billion years to get here to Earth. Your calculator will not go that high. And they further estimated that Icarus was only about a third of the way to the edge of the universe, if they knew where it was at all. On the other hand, on a recent survey of college graduates like you, a few years ago, 9.6% named Judge Judy as a member of the U.S. Supreme Court. Similarly, a large percentage of high school graduates thought that Andrew Jackson was one of Michael Jackson's brothers. Similarly, 22% of Americans in a survey could name all 5 members of the Simpsons, but only 1 in 1,000 could name the 5 freedoms guaranteed by the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which I'm sure you all know are freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition for grievances. So it's obvious that we must all continue to learn. As Albert Einstein once said, quote, "The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits." How long could we continue to learn? The answer is as long as your good health and a youthful attitude and energy will let you. I recommend that you cultivate a strong, even childish curiosity, awaken your sense of wonder, ask questions all the time, especially the stupid ones. Read books, laugh, go places, find smart, accomplished people who know how to do things and learn from them. And never be too quick to determine whom you can learn from because, as the great rock and roller Bo Diddley said back in 1962, you can't judge a book by looking at its cover. And avail yourself of the vast amounts of knowledge and training and technology at your fingertips today. And I also recommend that you take care not to fall into the trap of complacency, believing that your opinion is the only one. Just do what they do at railroad crossings. Stop, look, and listen to others. Listen and learn, for example, to songs. I believe that much of the poetry of recent years is found in the lyrics of popular songs. Much of the guidance, much of the ideas. And one such poet is a man named Robert Allen Zimmerman of Duluth, Minnesota, better known to us as Bob Dylan, the recent recipient of the Nobel Prize for Literature. Although it's impossible sometimes to know what Bob Dylan means in his songs, I think he's telling us to stay young, youthful, to keep an open, inquisitive mind no matter how old we are, and a positive attitude, and always seek the truth. In 1974, he offered this in the lyrics of his song, Forever Young, which was recited recently by Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, John Roberts, in a commencement address. Dylan wrote and sang, "May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the lights surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young." So you're living in the best place on earth. The kings and the queens, when they sent the explorers out in the 1500s, 16s, and they were trying to discover the end of the world, the route to the west and all of that, they were reporting back after their missions that they had discovered the most rich, lavish, most prosperous, bountiful place on earth in the New World, and that was the place that we today call South Carolina. And here we are, the best place on earth, among the best people, as General Mark Clark said, four-star general, later president of the Citadel, said, per square inch, the most patriotic people on earth are in South Carolina. So you've been given the best thing mankind can give. You've been given a magnificent country of liberty and freedom, and now, in addition, an excellent college education. So you've got it all. Don't mess it up. Earn this, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Governor McMaster. The time has arrived for the presentation of degrees, diplomas, and certificates. As we present the credentials, graduates will cross the stage from this direction to this direction. In years past, I've been able to shake the hands and greet you as you walked across the stage. It's something that I think we've all taken for granted in years past. This year, to respect you, be respectful of your space, we'll present your diploma with distance. We know that this is unusual, but we want to celebrate it in a safe way. Remember, this is an exciting time, a time of joy, celebration, and recognition of sacrifice and achievement. Please feel free to cheer for your graduate but please be silent as the next name is called so that all graduates may be honored. A photographer has been provided to take a photograph of each graduate as diplomas are presented, and those photos will be available for order. And there will be ample time following the ceremony to take your own personal photos outside, so please be considerate of those here this afternoon and help us to keep the aisles and the stage front clear. After each graduate crosses the stage, please be respectful of all participants and remain silent to honor the dignity of the ceremony. At this time, I'd like to recognize the deans of our college and ask them to please stand as I call their names. Miss Ann Daniels, Dr. Becky Boone, Mr. Joseph Bonaparte, Mr. Brandon Hazelton, Dr. Candace Howell. Thank you for your service. And now I ask Dr. Will Banks to assist me in conferring of the degrees. As Professor of Communications, Dr. Christine Bonaparte announces the names of our happy graduates. Members of the board, at this time, I present to you, upon the recommendation of the faculty, the candidates for conferring of degrees, diplomas, and certificates. I ask candidates to come forward by rows and proceed from the platform as Professor Bonaparte reads your name. And I want you to enjoy this special celebration.
Giselle Angeles Ramirez. Zachary Connor Baranich. Peyton Elizabeth Barrett, magna cum laude. Jaharia LePage Bellamy. Olga Bernardino. Shakira Ann Black. Tiffany Lee Bodero. Christopher James Burgess. Corteria Dilatia Chestnut. Kaylee Elizabeth Chestnut. Emerson Noel Sikala. Jacob Allen Clemens, cum laude. Gracie Marie Costa. Emily K. Countess. Kylie Elizabeth Krask. Brianna Nicole Davis. Marley Judith Day. Brianna Aaliyah Drayton, summa cum laude. Cadence Ambrosia DuPont. Amanda Brittany Elliott. Star Marie Fannin. Michaela Siobhan Falk. Brittany Garcia. Heidi Michelle Gonzalez. Julia Summer Gonzalez. Frederick Crittenden Gore III, cum laude. Zebulon Hoyt Quinn Graham. Sonny Chesney Hardwick, magna cum laude. Madison Brianna Hartley, summa cum laude. Brianna Rose Herman. Francis Smith Hill, cum laude. Noah A. Hill, cum laude. Evan Paul Holt. Bailey Leanne Hunt. Jacqueline Rose Jasper. Carolyn Alexandra Ledesma Vasquez. Nathaniel Christopher Lee. Tanya Marlene Lorenzo Santiago, magna cum laude. James Guy Lundy, summa cum laude. Haley Denise Leday. Abraham Martinez. Adam Jared McGarity. Michaela Morgan Marole. George Luis Mesquite Taggy, cum laude. Sydney Denise Morfin. Jasmine Ava Neal. Michelle Stephanie Nass, summa cum laude. Jordan Sue Philo, cum laude. Matthew Chandler Prosser. Jair Amaria Pugh. Enid Rodriguez. Roxana Aldusing Rosales. Evelyn Rosemarie Scott, summa cum laude. Courtney Mackenzie Shrimpton. Vanessa Guadalupe Silva. Amanda May Simonson, magna cum laude. Deja Nakaya Smalls. Caroline Nicole Smith. Kaya Riley Smith, summa cum laude. India Ayana Stanley. Allison Reese Staples, cum laude. Brittany Elizabeth Walker, magna cum laude. Christina Alexis Walker, cum laude. Tierra Deshay Walker, magna cum laude. Mark Anthony Walker, Jr. Kaya Nicole Ward, magna cum laude. Amari Emir Waters. Ola Louisa Watson, summa cum laude. Associate in Science, Kristen Lynn Adams. Christina Madison Alcorn. Devin John Bates, Jr. Carly Ann Bauer, magna cum laude. Randy Michelle Blair, magna cum laude. Charles Desmond Bryant. Allura Elizabeth Cafaso, cum laude. James Ethan Cannon. Sarah Ashley Rose Carroll, cum laude. Emma Nicole Catlett. Karina Marie Conton. Ladesha Amia Dennison. Sunny Grace Doyle, cum laude. Victoria Ashley Dumont. Ansley Nicole Edie, cum laude. Vidi Garcia, magna cum laude. Michaela Aisha Gerald. Michaela Danielle Gibson, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Kate Gordon. Irma Alicia Hall, summa cum laude. Christina Marie Hardy, magna cum laude. Heaven Lee Angel Hinckley. Brenda Gail Holmes. Hunter Matthew Johnson. Caitlin Elaine Johnston. Julie Jade Keener, cum laude. Megan Elise Krolovic, summa cum laude. Braden Walters Lilly, cum laude. Morgan Anna Marie May. Shantavia Amanda Melvin. Paula Marie Miller. Marley Brianne Luxius. Sylvia Rose C. Morgan. Jordan Elizabeth Morris. Asia Karen Principe, magna cum laude. Destiny Reina Rabin. Lindsay A. Riddlehoover. Taylor Christian Ritchie. Isis Chanel Rutledge, summa cum laude. Samantha Nicole Shepko. Dana Lee Schumar. Carissa Mercedes Smith. Kaylin Marie Smith. Mary Leanne Sutton. Joanna Rachel Torres Constantino. Samantha Ann Urban. Nicole Marie White. Allison Sean Williams. Wanda Williams, cum laude. Associate in Applied Science, Accounting, Jacqueline Castellanos. Brittany Nicole Gladney. Azoya Sar Johnson. Elizabeth Ann Powell. Mariel Rodriguez Acevedo. Abdella Sabri. Associate in Applied Science Administrative Office Technology, Brooklyn Imanta Butler. Lauren Ashley Cannon, cum laude. Kennedy Aaron Jenkins, magna cum laude. Elena Joy Mincy. Cynthia Maria Simon, magna cum laude. Brittany Jeanette Turbeville, magna cum laude. Associate in Applied Science, Baking and Pastry Arts, Nissa Marie Altman, summa cum laude. Kaylin Janelle Bonnet, summa cum laude. Audrey Laura Berletich, magna cum laude. Abigail McKaylee Carter, magna cum laude. Kendall Tyler Cook, summa cum laude. Morgan Faith Dilday. Shaniqua Anita Evans, magna cum laude. Demetrius Antoinette Green Simmons. Ivan Javier Muniz, cum laude. Irvin Jawan Richardson, magna cum laude. Richard Patrick Savitsky. Associate in Applied Science, Business Administration. Michael James Baptist, Jr., magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Boswell, cum laude. Kylie Elizabeth Cromer, cum laude. Angela T. Curtis. Jihan Di Bonaventura, magna cum laude. Jasmine Joellen Emery. Ellison Knight Gore, magna cum laude. Jessica Joyce Jones, cum laude. Alexis Patricia Larry. Brent Michael Long, magna cum laude. Sherna Lee Ulissa Catherine McFarlane, magna cum laude. Zipporah Lynette Michaud. Uniqua Lachey Nicole Oliver. Felipe de Jesus Onate, magna cum laude. Vanessa Dolores Rivera McDonald. Raysan Tyleek Sinclair. Allison Francesca Tuttle. Associate in Applied Science, Civil Engineering Technology. Tanner Freeman Allen. Rafael Bernard Andrade, cum laude. Maximus Aaron Delareed. Joshua Lamb. Lee Martin. Associate in Applied Science, Computer Technology. Joey Alexander Barrios. Osama Ben Said, magna cum laude. Joseph Vincent Burns, summa cum laude. Rhiannon Lee Green. Zachary Tyler Hiltz. David Kim Kreiner, cum laude. Logan James McCann. Associate in Applied Science, Construction Management Technology. William Marshall Bidding. Andres Norberto Celis Osuna. Dina Thompson Coffey, cum laude. Eliane Christine de Sabelem. Victoria Nicole Drake, magna cum laude. Indrit Hoxha, magna cum laude. Matthew Michael McCoy. Owen David Winkler. Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice Technology. Ebony Alexis Blake, magna cum laude. China Rose Boggs. Anna Beth Brashear. Destiny Sky Brothers. William Joseph Gaffey. Regan Hunter Granger, magna cum laude. Alex Leovi Hernandez. Breeze A. Pack. Austin Tyler Parrott. Isara Annabelle Perez Carbajal. Braden Michael Pettit. Hannah Grace Shelton. Associate in Applied Science, Culinary Arts Technology. Jeff Balvich. Ada Marie Arnold, magna cum laude. Juan P. Barojas Serrano. Zora Jane Chandler. Joseph Julian Zapla, summa cum laude. Austin Kane Fowler, cum laude. Theodora Corteza Fuller, cum laude. Stephanie Arlene Marie Lee, cum laude. Alexis Blair Newberry, cum laude. Denny Carlos Castel Munoz. Jayshawan Alice Ellie Richard. Vanessa Carolina Romo Perez. Rashayla Samaya Jamish Washington. Associate in Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Beth Ann Buckley, cum laude. Sarah Joy Dunlap, summa cum laude. Brandy Nicole Fisher, cum laude. Emily Catherine Kingsmore. Karen Janet Linares, cum laude. Gina Losnick Mead, magna cum laude. Kayla Regina Mills, cum laude. Mayasha Letitia Myers, cum laude. Jade Haley Prince, cum laude. Rebecca Michelle Wilson. Micaiah Monet Asbury, cum laude. Brianna Deerica Brown, cum laude. Associate in Applied Science, Digital Arts. Junie K. Cook, magna cum laude. Carly Westrad Guthrie, magna cum laude. Deontay Kyrie Hemingway. Michaela Lane Hill, cum laude. Salvador Antonio Samaoya, Jr. Abigail Brooke Sawyer, cum laude. Kyle Bennett Smarsh. David I. Thomas. Kristen Noel Zilkowski, cum laude. Associate in Applied Science, Early Care and Education. Mandy Sue Basile, summa cum laude. Felicia Nicole Bellamy. Emily Taylor Brown, cum laude. Kayla Marie Kraft. Christina Timea Crawford. Patrice Felicia Cumby. Melissa Laney, magna cum laude. Timberly Ray Avant, cum laude. Jalissa Samantha Chantel Bink-White. Yvonne Livingston Suarez. Latressa Walker, cum laude. Rosie Lynn Whedon. Shanice Alexa Windbush. Brittany Dale Wright. Associate in Applied Science, Electronics, Engineering, Technology. Christopher David Andrea, magna cum laude. Charles Dalton Etheridge. Casey Bennett Pegram, cum laude. Bryson Max Porter. Giovanni Douglas Weedle. Abby Marie Wilson. Associate in Applied Science, Emergency Medical Technology. Justin Charles Barnett, cum laude. Joshua Warren Buchanan. Mackenzie Taylor Estes. Leo Cooper Gibson. Marilyn Raquel Sanchez, cum laude. James Edison Williams, Jr. Associate in Applied Science, Forestry Management Technology. Kelsey Nicole Bachman, cum laude. Sophia Lynette Doe. Heather Elaine Newman, magna cum laude. Associate in Applied Science, General Technology. Felicia Ann Clemens. Larissa Ann Hamilton. Beverly Wilson Hill, cum laude. Timothy Clayton Ward. Associate in Applied Science, Golf and Sports Turf Management. Michael Alex Agnew. Associate in Applied Science, Human Services, Jasmine Aldana. Tina Marie Bellamy. Aaliyah Chanel Hargrove. Patrice Chriselle Hemingway. Dana Marie Luciano, cum laude. Rikaya Nala Mention. Nick Lee Nadler, magna cum laude. Katie Marie Relier, summa cum laude. Charisma Diamond Rodriguez, cum laude. Amanda Michelle Dicing. Olivia Marie Stark. Associate in Applied Science, Machine Tool Technology. Mark Ethan Belcher. Associate in Applied Science, Mechatronics. Drew Timothy Britt. Felicia Janie Patterson. Kevin Alfonso Ponce, cum laude. Seth Sean Thomas. Associate in Applied Science, Networking Systems Management. Tristan Sage Barfield, magna cum laude. Parrish Taekwon Days. Jacob Dean Gensler, cum laude. Dalton Leonard Jones, magna cum laude. Brandon Michael Penapinto, summa cum laude. Gannon Robert Rosencrantz. Chastity Elizabeth Stelmach. Associate in Applied Science, Nursing. Denise Michelle Aldridge, cum laude. Monica Arcega Armonio, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Benton, magna cum laude. Jennifer Marie Black. Miley Sabrina Bloomberger. Emmanuel Calvin Burgess. Miriam Grace Carroll. Anna Marie Cavalcanti. Delane Martinez Collins. Hope Barr Edwards. Brianna Nicole Eppard. Miriam Lizette Flores. Nicholas Garriott Footman, Sr. Kylie Kathleen Fry, cum laude. Curtia Brittany Gadsden. Madison McKinley Good. LaQuisha Janice Goodwin. Moesha Takiria Hurdle. Latoya Lynette Johnson. Nicole Holly Ruth Kistulinich. Catherine Marcel McCarthy, magna cum laude. Frankie Lynn Medeiros. Elena Casey Morgan, cum laude. Deanna Jane Merlis. Amber Squires Owens. Logan Carol Owens, cum laude. Hannah Renee Page, cum laude. Cecilia Ann Richardson. Katie Ann Velez. Amy Nicole Shelley. Jennifer Shemaine Simmons. Michelle Fowler Sota, magna cum laude. Bryn Taylor Strotterman. Taylor Swank Bullard. Chelsea Lauren Tyler. Jordan Ashley Watkins. Karina Suzanne Wyrock, magna cum laude. Associate in Applied Science, paralegal. Anita Alvarado. Sharon Vincent Breedle, summa cum laude. Kiki Kalisha Ivana Brewster. Samantha Louise Cherry. Megan Lee Kemp. Catherine Justine McCullough. Allison Renee Welch. Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Katie Alexis Herring, cum laude. Janet Fuerte. Ruben Fuerte. Associate in Applied Science, Respiratory Care. Charles Thomas Beeg. Ivy Victoria Cannon. Ashley Sharon Javara. Christina Rainey Graham. Kenneth Scott Harris. Michelle Lynn Lake. Samantha Jade Maxim. Colin John Parlato. William Brandon Peralta. Chandler Elizabeth Smith. Associate in Applied Science, Sports Tourism and Recreational Management. Marco Antonio Mendoza Rueda, Jr. Deandra Siobhan Salters. Associate in Applied Science, Teacher Education. Nicole Alexis Bryant, summa cum laude. Grayson Cole Gallo, cum laude. Natalie Rose McCarthy. Margaret Lindsay McCrae, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Rose Meyer. Diploma in Applied Science, Practical Nursing. Sierra Sophia Brown. Nicolette Page Carroll, cum laude. Andrea Urquizo Contreras. Tiffany Nicole DeFeria. Nikaya Shanta Evans. Kayla Rose Floyd. Sadiqa Sadi Gamble. Go ahead. Megan J. Godwin. Julius Roberto Goff, Sr. Chelsea Leanne Howard. Samantha Rose Hipio. Rita Nicole Jackson. Teresa Louise Jones. Roxanne McDonald. Marquita Antoinette McFadden. Evelyn Corvette Page. Alan Daniel Smith. Morgan Elise Stevens. Maria Fernanda Tillingting. Annie Marche Willard. Trevera Lucana Wilson. Certificate in Applied Science, Advanced Welding Technologies. Berkeley Keaton Williams. Certificate in Applied Science, Commercial Refrigeration and Air Conditioning. Jose Alejandro Dugarte Gutierrez, summa cum laude. Certificate in Applied Science, Cosmetology. Isabel Celeste Arambula. Kaya Lynn Hickey. Christina Marie Moore. Ashton Faith Norman. Brooklyn Faith Rowell. Chloe Tana Shelnut. Aura Christina Viteri. Carla Renata Viteri. Certificate in Applied Science, Diesel Engine Technology. Christian De La Cruz. Certificate in Applied Science Electrical Lineman Technician, Tariq Gajim. Kyler Ray Swires. Certificate in Applied Science, Emergency Medical Technician, Basic. Naima Siobhan Ifield. Jolynn Nicole Malone. Kashira Shaquana McDonald. Clayton Patrick Valentine. Certificate in Applied Science, Emergency Medical Technician, Paramedic. Cody Allen Hall. Trent McKenneth Rabin. Certificate in Applied Science, Aesthetics Technician. Azrayan Victoria Butler. Kayla Page Carlisle. Amber Crystal Goff, summa cum laude. Carly Mackenzie Moritz, summa cum laude. Anata Rexolari. Katie Lynn Shire. Reagan Elaine Worley. Certificate in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Alyssa Nicole Benisi. Abigail Amanda Barr. Daisy Marie Biles, cum laude. Michaela Elaine Coleman. Emma Grace Cribb, cum laude. Amy Elaine Fields. Gina Nicole Messina. Mallory Marianne Morris. Ashley Marie Personius, summa cum laude. Certificate in Applied Science, Medical Administrative Assistant, Megan Taylor Ignachevsky. Aline Montserrat Laranca. Marquetta Nicole McDuffie. Alicia Willett, cum laude. Certificate in Applied Science, Medical Coding and Billing. Abigail Rakisha Simpson, magna cum laude. Barbara Jean Stickney, summa cum laude. Certificate in Applied Science, Paralegal Specialist. Jennifer Robinson Smith. Certificate in Applied Science, Patient Care Medical Assistant. Shelley Marie McDowell, Faircloth, cum laude. Nicole Kathleen Garcia, cum laude. Tierra Unique Lynch, cum laude. Kendera Elizabeth Smith Johnson, magna cum laude. Shaiza Tamira Tisdale. Associate in Applied Science, Accounting. Amelia Gosheva Mullins. Certificate in Applied Science, Phlebotomy. Carrie Mariah Elms. Adriana Lee Hecker. Savannah Ellen Verbit. Certificate in Applied Science, Residential and Commercial Electrical Technician. Christopher William Palyak, summa cum laude. Jacob David Coyle. Daniel James Cunningham. Christoph Joseph Julian Duproft, summa cum laude. John Matthew Judice, summa cum laude. Dante Deshawn Holtzclaw. James David Judy, magna cum laude. Ivan Martinez, summa cum laude. Christopher Donald Miles. David Randall Rawls, summa cum laude. Brandon Terry Richardson. Dylan James Reeder. Brady Lauren Santa Cruz, cum laude. Brett Roger Santa Cruz, magna cum laude. Joseph Damon Santos. Chase Albert Shook. Tyler James Smith. Zachary Dean Stoltenberg. Dakota Hancock Vaughn. Christopher Thomas Walls, Jr. Joseph Dale Williams, summa cum laude. Certificate in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Samantha Ann Lake. Ashley Caitlin McCracken. Ashley Nicole Williams, cum laude. Mary Kay McConnell Conveni, cum laude. Associate in Applied Science, Culinary Arts Technology. Kayla Joy Rabin, cum laude. Certificate in Applied Science, Electrical Lineman Technician. Reginald Devon Harris. Associate in Arts. Tatiana Monet Fripp. Associate in Applied Science, Teacher Education. Clara Maria Aguilar Arita. Associate in Applied Science, Digital Arts. Austin Gage Sessions. Certificate in Applied Science, Advanced Welding Technologies. Abdul Y. Rivera Exia. Associate in Applied Science, Respiratory Care. Catherine Marie Hedrick. Associate in Science, Luke Hales McNeely. Associate in Arts, Ethan Nathaniel Stalvey. Associate in Applied Science, Digital Arts, Stephanie Sylvia Ely, cum laude. Julia Ann Royce. Associate in Applied Science, Baking and Pastry. Saray Shlomyak, cum laude. Associate in Arts, Skylar Angelise Lanier. Associate in Applied Science, Respiratory Care. Thomasina M. Fleming. Associate in Applied Science, Forestry Management Technology. James Garrett Middleton. Associate in Applied Science and Criminal Justice. Brianna Nicole McDuffie, cum laude. Associate in Arts, Noah Davis. Maria Ponce. Certificate in Applied Science, Patient Care. Jennifer Lynn Summers. Associate in Science, Cecil Humphreys.
Members of the board, I now present to you the candidates for your confirmation. As we end today's ceremony, I would like to recognize once again those who made this momentous occasion a reality. If you're able, please remain standing after your group is called. If you're a parent, a grandparent, a son or daughter of a graduate, please stand. If you're a spouse, if you're a spouse or a significant other of a graduate, please stand. Now, if you're a friend or a relative of a graduate, please stand. If you're a faculty, staff, or board member of HGTC, please stand. And finally, if you are a graduate, please rise. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of South Carolina, and of Horry-Georgetown Technical College Area Commission, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon each of you your degree, diploma, or certificate. And now, graduates, would you please move your tassels on your caps to the left side? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you the 55th graduating class of Horry-Georgetown Technical College, the class of 2021. Everyone, please remain standing for the benediction and the recessional. The audience is asked to remain standing until the participants have left the auditorium. To ensure a safe and quick exit, please do not gather in the lobby following the ceremony. We ask that you maintain social distancing as you greet your graduate all the way outside the door beyond the lobby area. Now I call forth Vice President Greg Mitchell, who will lead us in the benediction. Thank you, God bless you, and once again, congratulations on your accomplishment.
You know, the Bible teaches us that it's appropriate, everything is appropriate under the sun. Everything have a time and place under the sun. So it's appropriate today that you celebrate what you have accomplished. And for those who don't have someone to celebrate with, throw yourself a party. But I leave you with this. When the night is over and when you retire for the evening, when you take your shoes off, I ask that you put them way up under the bed so that when you have to go get them the next morning, you have to get on your knees to find them. And while you're down there, give God thanks. And they all say it. Amen.